5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds in the mix. In the mix.
It's time to turn the lights down and crank the music up. Let's get this Sunday night party started.
Attention.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
All systems are go.
Check this out.
It's
party time.
Welcome to the show.
We got a great show tonight.
It's showtime.
Okay, let's party.
Come on, baby.
Let's just boogie.
Y'all ready?
Let's go nuts.
All right.
It's about time we rock it.
Here we go.
Now, without further ado,
Here comes tonight's entertainment.
Welcome to the biggest show on earth. Hurry, 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 ladies and gentlemen and children. I'm your ringmaster, and I promise you the greatest time of your life. Thrills galore, the strangest freaks, the highest acrobats, and the funniest clowns.
Prepare for stimulation.
Here comes the music.
Nosotros somos los Felas y están escuchando Picante Time con DJ Eric en la mezcla y DJ Cruz solamente en InTheMixRadio.com. Los Felas.
Los Felas, Cano, Picante Time, InTheMixRadio.com, DJ Eric, DJ Cruz, Los Felas. Vamos a pasarnos de la raya, Picante Time no falla, lo escucho donde vaya, DJ Eric, DJ Cruz no fallan, un domingo en locura, pégate a la aventura, todo cambiará cuando termine el día, de cosas que tú no sabías. It's radio.com, lo mejor en Picante Time, DJ Cruz y DJ Eric, el mejor show de la radio para gozarte los domingos. InTheMixRadio.com, Picante Time, Los Felas, DH, Cano, todos los domingos a las 8:30 en InTheMixRadio.com, DJ Eric, DJ Cruz, Los Felas.
Hi, this is Artie of Artie and Legit, and you're watching Picante Time with your boys DJ Eric en la mezcla, DJ Cruz, y tu maldito gringo Patrick Shannon, only on InTheMixRadio.com.
Roca y trigueño. Tropi Jams. Artie Productions.
Your eyes in the morning sun, I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. Y el momento que te vas lejos de mí, quiero sentirte otra vez. Y tú vienes a mí como un sol feliz, hacemos el amor después verte ir. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I didn't need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Yo creo en ti, sabes que tu amor me pertenece a mí. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I call. Y me dices que yo no te quiero a ti, pues tú sabes muy bien que no es así. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I didn't need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world dices que yo no te quiero a ti, pues tú sabes muy bien que no es así. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
Soy Amalfi de la banda de Ataque y sigan disfrutando de DJ Eric en la mezcla, DJ Cruz y tu maldito gringo Patriciano, solo en themixradio.com para Picante Time, claro tonto.
Me quieren agitar, me incitan a gritar, soy como una roca, palabras no me tocan, adentro hay un volcán, de pronto va a estallar. Yo quiero estar tranquilo, y es mi situación, una desolación. Soy como lamento, lamento boliviano que un día empezó y no va a terminar. Ya nadie hace daño. En la cama, que los viajantes se van a casar. ¡Mamá! Claro, tonto. En la cama, que los viajantes se van a casar. ¡Mambo! Claro, tonto. Que los viajantes se van a atrasar.
¿Qué tal mis amigos? Soy yo, Edgar Daniel, y quiero que sigan en sintonía con Picante Time solamente con DJ Eric en la mezcla, DJ Cruz y Patrick Shannon, exclusivamente en InTheMixRadio.com, la página oficial de la música.
voy a sentar a esperar que me entiendas. Y espero que estés convencida de que ella solo es una amiga. Pero sigo teniendo fe en que comprendas que tengo mi conciencia limpia. Verás que todo pasará. Sé que con defectos y virtudes yo te vuelvo loca. Sé que ahora me odias pero mueres por besar mi boca. Sé que no he sido el mejor. Sé que tal vez fue un error. Sé que cuando puedas olvidar, sé que me quieres volver a amar. Después que pase el temporal, cuando baje la marea, y aunque tú ya no, aunque tú ya no me creas, yo sé que todo va a cambiar. Cuando baje la marea, cuando tengas un tiempo para pensar, puede que después me creas. Mami, sé que con defectos y virtudes yo te vuelvo loca. Sé que ahora me odias pero mueres por besar mi boca. Sé que no he sido el mejor. Sé que tal vez fue un error. Sé que cuando puedas olvidar, sé que me quieras volver a amar. Después que pase el temporal, cuando baje la marea, y aunque tú ya no, aunque tú ya no me creas, yo sé que todo va a cambiar. Cuando baje la marea, cuando tengas un tiempo para pensar, puede que después me creas. Después que pase el temporal, yo sé mi nena que vas a olvidar. Cuando baje la marea, te voy a dar en mi vida entera. Después que pase el temporal, y tú verás y todo va a cambiar. Cuando baje la marea, pero tengo fe en que me comprendas. Después que pase el temporal, me voy a sentar a esperar. Cuando baje la marea, a esperar que tú me entiendas. Después que pase el temporal, después que pase el temporal, cuando baje la marea, dejaré que me quieras a tu manera. Después que pase el temporal, sé que con defectos y virtudes yo te vuelvo loca. Cuando baje la marea, me odia pero muere por besar mi boca. Después que pase el temporal, y espero que estés convencida. Cuando baje la marea, y que ella es solo una amiga. Aunque tú ya no, súbele el volumen. Aunque tú ya no lo creas, pa' que te acuerdes de mí. Aunque tú ya no, ay, aunque tú ya no lo creas, ya regreso, aunque tú ya no, con defectos y virtudes, aunque tú ya no lo, pero yo sé que te vuelvo loca. Aunque tú ya no, aunque no he sido el mejor, aunque tú ya no lo creas, adornaré tu corazón de miles rosas. Aunque tú ya no, aunque tú ya no lo creas.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to InTheMixRadio.com. Como siempre, yo soy DJ Eric en la mezcla y este es el show favorito tuyo, Picante Time, mejor conocido como el vacilón de la noche. Oye, I'm about ready to, flip the screen just for you, but you gotta promise me one thing and one thing only. Get your shades out because you're gonna have a huge ass glare coming at you. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, the only, the human cloud, the human bottle of whiteout, the human jar of mayonnaise himself, the great big white, hopeless white boy, Yes, the notorious one, P-A-T, Pat Shannon. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, because here we go. Yes, yes. Is this the one?
Sing! Good evening, Miss America, and all the ships at sea. There you go.
On this Sunday evening.
Getting text messages. It's Sunday evening, 8:20 for all the people listening through the TuneIn app. This is Picante Time with your host, DJ Eric and La Mezcla, DJ Cruz, y tu maldito gringo.
And
the
ladies and
notorious
gentlemen,
Pat Shannon.
we want to welcome in our special guest this evening. He is the one and the only, el salsero de todos los tiempos, Don Sonero. Bueno, como ya tú ves que el estudio aquí, los aplausos y todo, they're standing on their feet. You see them, right?
So many.
I'm telling
I
you.
I saw them.
Yeah, you see them dancing above your head, don't you? Yeah. See, when I'm sleeping, I say, I see white people.
So do I. I go, I see white people.
So, Don Sonero, dime, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here with you guys tonight, man.
Thanks for coming.
You say that now, but we'll ask you that same question in about an hour and a half. Sing.
Uh-oh. He's walking around. He's walking around.
Oh, and he slid right in.
Uh-oh. What? Look. No, they can't see you.
Is he coming in? Ladies and gentlemen, soon we will welcome in the real star of the show tonight.
Pharaoh of the Fat Broad.
So let it be written, let it be done. Let the name of DJ Cruz be stricken from the records forever.
How you doing? This is Big Tom. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts right now. I'd rather be at Picante Time with the three Mahonies. There's Sissy, Mary, Eric. The Pharaoh of the Fat Broads. The Fag, Patrick Shannon. We love them all, the little fags. You all have a nice night now and enjoy the show. See you next week. Bye-bye now.
In the mix worldwide.
The little fags.
That is his father.
The political incorrectness that comes from that man.
You think?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, all Puerto Ricans are Mexicans to my father. Oh, that Mexican guy over there. Daddy's Puerto Rican. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And that Mexican fellow over there. No, Dad, he's Dominican. You whatever.
Now, we're not going to go into the interview just yet, but I got to ask you a question, because I know it's heavily weighing on Patrick's mind.
Are you gay?
He wants to know if you know what a rusty trombone is.
Oh, are you kidding? You start with that?
I feel sorry for
That's called the Dirty Sanchez, but
well, let's try this one still to it.
everybody knows.
As a matter of fact, let me check the chat room to see who's saying no. People say hell no, dog.
Everybody knows what a rusty trombone is, right? You do, right? That's when the woman has a face in the dude's ass and she's freaking giving him a reach around.
Your man will put you to the chat room. We'll probably try it.
Oh, man.
Cruz is dying over here. His tears are coming down.
Oh, man. Listen, I'm going to let you guys go.
I had a
Papi, no llores. No llores, papi.
I had a rusty trombone player. I had a couple of rusty trombone players in my merengue orchestra.
Happy birthday.
You can hear how he's enjoying it, though.
There's a major delay tonight. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, we're about 4 or 5. Yeah, see? Look, we're a major delay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now.
See it? Wow. Major delay tonight, folks. But 8:24 in the Mix Radio, Picante Time with your host, DJ Eric La Mezcla, DJ Cruz, y tu maldito gringo, Patrick Shannon. We are here with our special guest, Don Sonero.
Don Sonero.
Well, I was speaking English. I said Don Sonero.
It's a whack ass English that you be speaking.
Don Sonero.
There you go.
Don.
Pronounce it right, coñazo.
Don Sonero.
Ay, Dios. So, Don, how long have you been doing this, man? All the music.
I've been doing music for 20 years.
Wow.
Wow. Did you start when you were like 1? Holy shit. Look at him.
Pero, like, who have you performed with, alongside with, and...
I've performed with Canario, Oscar de Leon, Andy Montañez, Paul Simon, Eddie Palmieri, Willie Colon. I mean, the list goes on,
When you say Paul Simon, did you do that play with George Lamont, Luis Damon?
Yeah, I'm the
Paul
one
Simon?
who brung Luis Damon.
Was that Cape Man?
Yeah, we did the Brooklyn Academy of Music.
Yeah, that's right. I brought the sound there that night. I was with C Factor for a little while. Yeah. But I just want to thank you for not calling me to do the show. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Good one. Now I'm here doing Picante time. Thanks a lot. Oh, I was on tour. Yeah, sure, you're right. Good. Yeah, nice one. Nice one. But I have a couple of questions now. Right here, we're live in the Mix Radio. If you want to talk to anybody here, especially con Don Sonero, you can call us at 718-705-4959. You were born in the Bronx of Puerto Rican descent.
I was born in Puerto Rico, but raised in the Bronx.
Oh, so you're born in Puerto Rico of Bronx descent. All right, excellent. Where did your love of music begin, and at what age did you start really saying, this is what I want to do?
My dad sang and had a band, so it was always part of, my life. But I decided to become a singer when Hector Lavoe passed away.
94?
Around 93.
93.
I mean, I liked it, and I had the talent for it, but I never pursued it until then.
So now, being that you brought up Hector Lavoe, who would be your main influences in the music? Like, of course, I'm thinking now you might say Hector Lavoe.
My main influence is Rubén Blades.
Really?
It's the first song that I ever remember listening to when I was a child. It was Pedro Navaja, and that's when, I knew at 3 years old, and at that time that I liked music because I kept listening to his music, and it just... I just wanted to do that. I didn't understand the words, and I would listen to the melodies, but I knew there was something about it that I wanted. Just didn't understand the feeling when I was a kid. So as years went by, I just kept listening to music, and I had a good ear for it. I would go to people's rehearsal and tell them, oh, you're doing the wrong notes. And my sister would play trumpet also at rehearsals, and I would tell them, I would correct them on their harmony parts without never taking a lesson or anything.
What was the first salsa CD or album you ever bought?
The first salsa CD I ever bought was Gran Combo.
Good choice.
Nadie se sienta aquí.
So obviously there's a pedigree for good music, for quality. For anybody who hasn't heard Don Sonero, you could check out his videos on YouTube. You guys know I don't blow smoke up people's that come in here, but I actually enjoyed it. And if my granddaughter didn't break my screen, I would have been like putting some of his music on to warm everybody up to it. But the salsa is kicking. I really dug it. And you also had a ballad that I really dug. Do you write your own stuff, or do you kind of do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I produce most of my own music. I write most of the lyrics, 90% of the lyrics are mine, and I co-wrote some with Carlos Javier, which is my partner, and Mara Medina.
Excellent. Eric has a partner, but they're not musical partners. Anyway.
Yeah. My partner's name is Patrick Shannon.
Obviously.
Swing.
No. I mean, I get into this one because now you're looking back. You know what I mean? Everybody loves the big popular people, but like you're in the grind. And I have the utmost respect for dudes in the grind. You know what I mean? Have you performed anywhere where people kind of like looking like, and then when you got off the stage, they're like, damn, that guy's the bomb?
Yeah, it happened to me a lot of times. When I did the Mohegan Sun, I had all these top artists looking at me. I mean, I was dressed up, and yes, I'm a cocky cat. Straight up, man. I went, Tito Nieves, everybody was there. But when I opened my mouth, they were all looking to see who was singing, I'm the real deal. There's no one on my level when it comes to doing soneros and improvisations the way I do it. I can sing any style of music. I can do theater. I produce. And I got a lot of hate from most of these salseros, straight up. I'm going to say how it is. Tito Nieves, Canari, all those guys just looking at me like if I was a piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's what it is, man. But
Canario has a habit of doing that, though, from my understanding.
Yeah, but
he didn't do it to me.
Well, but you're not in that same realm.
Yeah, I'm not soneroing nada.
You know, I mean, they don't like the fact that my name is Don Sonero, but I am. You know, I mean, I put this, I self-titled myself Don Sonero out of respect to them, and they disrespected me. You know.
Wow.
All I gotta tell all of them, from Cano Tremera to the top dogs, is que lo que yo traigo no es salsa de abuelo, esto es nuevo.
Nice.
New shit, you know what I'm saying?
Now, for all you white people listening on the TuneIn app, a sonero is a guy who does like freestyle right off his head. So the salsa's playing, and if one guy gets up and starts singing about his shoe, he's basically challenging the next guy to sing about his shoes. And the man sitting next to me pretty much knocks it out the park every time. That's a fair assessment, right? And that was Sonero. What was it? Sonero 101. For white people. Sonero for white people. That was for you, Pop.
Y eso es con barreras.
Yeah. I get confused sometimes. So, yeah, I mean, how nice is it to, I mean, because you're working. You're a working musician. And like you said, there's dudes that are getting stupid, ridiculous airplay that ain't working. And I find it refreshing that a cat comes in, sits down and says, nah, man, I produce my own stuff. No one tells me what to do. No one tells me how to do it. And I'm doing my thing.
I'm just creating my own circuit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to follow Prince Royce. In my opinion, yeah, you know, the people like them and everything. But what I do is not that type of music. You know, that music is good for a regular ear. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have a career here. And in order to have a career, I went towards more like jazz, you know, where they respect music, because there is places. So I'm able to fill up places by myself without having radio play.
Right.
You know, and eventually what's going to happen in this industry is that they're going to have to recognize who I am, because all I'm going to drop on this industry is music videos like every month, because I own a entertainment company for film. And I only deal with directors, upcoming Latino directors that are making movies right now.
Oh, sweet.
So, you know, I mean, they don't put me on the Mega. I really don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes!
Not on my level.
I'm loving this guy. I'm loving this guy.
I play in all the places that the Mega, you know, they advertise that, and they know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to pay to get on a radio station that's actually falling apart right now.
Oh, then you need to leave. If the check didn't clear from this guy, get him out. Get him out. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, Mega, they don't do anything for me. I'm more popular than half the artists they put there. If you go check me out, I don't have the views that most of these artists have, but damn, I don't fake it. I don't pay for views or get them. You know, it is what it is. Those are the numbers that are there, and every number that's on my pages, that's money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fake it. This is what it is.
Now,
go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. So why did you choose, like, out of the styles of salsa, you have that romantic and the one that, you know, the style that you do. Why did you choose that line of salsa?
I chose that because I'm in so many different type of circuits. Like, I was in the salsa dura circuit.
Right.
And I got pretty popular in Europe with that type of salsa, which is a more 1970s style of salsa.
Okay.
Being in New York, I sang more romantic stuff, you know, because it's more of, you know, like Victor Manuel style.
Right. That's here in New York, because you go out in New York, it's different styles.
Then
man.
I chose the Cuban style from listening to guys like Lo Bam Bam, because that's what they're listening to around the world, you know.
Right.
Well, that's funny you brought those two things up, because Eric wanted to record Salsa Desnuda, and then he wanted to sing Salsa Bing Bing. But anyway, what you just got me that I respect the shit out of is, we have artists that come in here and tell me, no, viejo, tú estás pensando viejo, porque mira, en este momento el negocio de la música es 85% de imagen y 15% de talento musical. And that shit killed me. A guy told me that's what bachata is today. You know, 85% image and 15% musical talent, because everybody sings now because they have what? Auto-tunes. So my mother, who sang, but you know what I mean? Or my wife, who doesn't sing, as long as she gets close to where she needs to be, the computer will put her. But now what do these people do when they go live? I was with Victor Wild last year. They had this big Dominican salsa fest, and some chick got up and the guy actually introduced and said, the only competition for Aventura this year, 2013, and threw her name out, and she got up and sang, and me and Victor Wild just went, and Victor went, coño, esa gente está usando Auto-Tunes en vivo. Que mierda. And I went, wow.
All right, now, well, we got to welcome into our panel the one and the only, the Cheo of all the fun,
the CEO,
the Pharaoh
of the Fat Broads. So let it be written, let it be done.
What up, it's your boy DJ Cruz.
Wait a minute. No. I am here with my penis in my hand, listening to DJ Cruz on the ones and on the twos, only on In The Mix Radio. Mother bitches.
Ladies and gentlemen, as DJ Cruz approaches the microphone, will he use my personal favorite, the Ralph Cramden?
My personal favorite.
Will he do the Hindu? Good evening, everybody. I am DJ Cruz on the ones and the twos. You mother bitches, get ready for the Picante Picamecla. Or will he do the Asian man? Pingsanya.
Or the hillbilly.
Good evening, everybody. I reckon you're not from around these parts. I'd like to introduce you to my wife and my sister. And there's only one woman standing next to him. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the Chief Executive Officer of In The Mix Radio, the guy with all the money, the sexiest man in the world, the ladies' favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Cruz.
Fuck, hello.
Oh! He did the fuck hello! Oh, and it's wonderful. Excellent. Well, welcome aboard, boss. Nice of you to show up this week.
Oh.
Did you do Sapitos this week?
Yeah, man.
Sapatitos?
Yeah, man, I really thought, why I don't hear myself?
Tiene el wax buildup.
I really thought it was going to be, what?
Tiene el wax buildup. No, you don't hear yourself.
Hold on.
You really thought it was? I'm hanging on your every word.
Shut up. Yeah, last night I thought it was going to be whack. Taz drove me over there because
he's just a good friend.
Nah, the minivans just was not making it. You know what I mean? And we went over there. I got there like around like 10-ish. It was dead. 10:30. Then all of a sudden a swarm of people came in. The shit was packed.
Hot chicks, right?
Everything. A little bit of everything.
I have to be honest. I went to Walmart with my wife and my granddaughter last night. Then I went home and went to bed. Nice.
Esa es la vida del viejo tuyo, ya.
I don't know.
You know what
it
sucks?
Sapitos.
5 years ago, if you would have told me, hey, man, in 5 years, you're going to be going to Walmart on a Saturday night, I would have went, what an asshole. Guess what? I'm in Walmart every Saturday night.
Oh, man. Don Sonero, dime, cuéntame de la canción Don Sonero llegó. I'm getting the tongue-tied here.
That's a good one. I listened to that one. I like that one.
Cuéntame de esa canción.
Esa canción fue compuesta por Humberto Ibarra from Colombia, percussionist and arranger, as a gift to me. You know, he sent it from Colombia. He said, "Hey, record this. I think this will be good for you," and it did pretty good for me. You know, my third single.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that one in a minute. But that's actually the one that. For instance, at Mon Ami, they tend to enjoy that track a lot, you know. So, and you actually have one of your fans in the chat room right now, Mr. 2020 himself.
Yeah, baby.
Mr. Bodeguero.
2020.
Tony Rivera, and we haven't done the roll call yet.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Do I start from top to bottom or bottom to top?
Start from the top to the bottom there.
All right, we'd like to send a big shout out, saludo a toda la gente que está en el chat room con nosotros esta noche. Dulce, the boss, the most hardcore of the listeners. That woman listens to every show on In The Mix. Miss Evil Bing Bing. Miss Evil Bang Bang. We have Don Sonero, of course. DJ Eric and Lamezcla, the gayest man in the world. My dad, Big Tom, Freddie Baez Marte, hi Frederick, Don Armando, un dominicano, ya tú sabes, Anthony Rivera, del Bodega 2020, and of course, the Chief Executive Officer, and the millions listening worldwide online.
Oh, you didn't know? You better call somebody.
Did I miss one?
I guess so, I don't know.
Who? I said my father, I said Freddie, I said, who else?
The palest man on the face of the earth.
I don't have to introduce myself. Oh, yeah, no, I'm listening too, Pat Shannon.
There you go. See?
And for those listening into the TuneIn app, this is Picante Time and In The Mix Radio with your host, DJ Eric and Lamezcla, DJ Cruz. y tu maldito gringo Patrick Shannon with our special guest Don Sonero.
Don Sonero. All right, so we're gonna play the song. I can't get it right today. What's going on with me? Don Sonero llegó.
Clear your throat. You seem to have a little
tick. Shut up.
Ya llegué. Don Sonero ha llegado aquí a cantar la salsa dura que te pone a ti a gozar, con sentimiento y un carisma sin igual. De Nueva York pa'l mundo entero vine a cantar. Siempre he admirado al maestro Héctor Lavoe, la Fania Dolestar y el gran Willy Colón. Rubén Blades, mi más grande inspiración. Junto a Celia Pirel con Decia y sabor. Y ahora me ha tocado representar pa'l mundo entero, la salsa no morirá. Aún sigue viva y le doy gracias a Dios, que la bandera ahora la cargo yo. Se lo dije. Orgulloso me siento y contento yo estoy, representando a mi escuela, de la salsa lo mejor. Guapea Jimmy Bosch. La cosa. Orgulloso me siento y contento yo estoy, representando a mi escuela, de la salsa lo mejor. Don Sonero llegó, óyelo cantar. Yo llegué para quedarme y hoy les canto con empeño. No ha sido fácil, pero logré mis sueños. Llegó, óyelo cantar. Me acuerdo cuando un chamaquito las canciones de Rubén Blades. Hoy soy cosecha de lo que sembró. Llegó, óyelo cantando. Óyeme cantando, improvisando, al público alegrando, al mundo entero con mi canto. Llegó, óyelo cantando. Siento una voz que me dice: Don Sonero, tu tiempo llegó. Y de Colombia, Humberto Ibarra. Oye, Dancito, este sí tiene manos de hierro. Te lo dije, Carlos Javier, que Don Sonero es lo que hay. ¡Anda! Ajá. Rumbero, avísale a mi contrario. Óyelo cantando. Que yo he llegado a la salsa a demostrarle que yo sí tengo la clave. Óyelo cantando. Oye, te digo, no fue comprado mi pasaje. Óyelo cantando. Yo tuve que que tienen sabor.
Y ahora parece como que Dulce le gustó esa canción because I know she put in the chat room. ¡Wepa! Don Sonero llegó y llegó a Picante Time. That's right. Dímelo, Don Sonero.
No sé, que este show sí que está caliente y picante, de verdad.
So, yo, Don Sonero, if people want to call you up right here, right now, what's the number to call you right here?
The hotline is 718. Right? I'm right?
Yeah,
718?
yeah.
Make sure I'm not.
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay. 7.
It's
right on top, right? Okay.
See, I'm good. I'll never lose my job to that guy.
705-4959.
God, I'll never lose my job to that guy. Eric's looking for my replacement, and you need to know the phone number, guy. And you didn't know it. I'm safe here for another couple of weeks. Who do we got coming in next week?
It's a
Kevin
surprise.
Ceballos.
Oh, I'm going to lose my job to that guy. My job to that guy. So, yeah, man. I dig it. I really dig it. I'm going to actually... Again, my laptop was broken. I apologize to the listeners, but it's not, I should have it repaired. But I'm going to burn the MP3s, bring them in, and you know what I mean? Don Sonero is going to be, you know what I mean? I dig it. And he'll tell you, and Cruz will tell you, I don't blow smoke. If I didn't like it, I'd be polite. But, I mean, I dig what I'm hearing. I liked it.
Thanks,
I really
man.
dug
Appreciate it.
Nah, it's all right. How could people get in touch with you? How could people get, like, on your social media, like your Instagram, your
You can go
Twitter?
on my website, donsonero.com, and you can get access to my website, to my Facebook, Twitter account, and, just leave me a message, donsonero.com. Also check out my videos online on YouTube. Yo soy la bomba en A minor, todo se ha ido, Mala y la verdadera escena.
Mala, that's about DJ Eric, isn't it?
Yes, it is. How'd you know?
I'm sorry.
Mala is about Mark Anthony and J-Lo, the true story about them.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, you just got to watch the video and see what happens at the end.
Do you actually? But you don't use.
Does Mark pull his pants down and have a vagina? And that's why they call it Mala?
mira.
That's shit I would do. I'd be
shit.
blackballed. I'm getting my camera soon.
Cruz, be careful. He's about ready to take your camera from you.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
But now, do you direct your own videos, or do you kind of like get a director and say, these are my ideas?
Director, Carlos Javier, he directs the videos and stuff and does the editing. I just supply the music and locations, and the money.
And los fondos.
Yeah, man. But no, I've seen, I saw, the ballad is also the salsa. What's the name of the song?
Todo se ha ido.
That's right. I saw the ballad. I dug it. I was like, wow, the guy can actually sing. Which is that's, in my book, if your first hurdle is, let me hear if the cat could sing. Because you got guys who spend so much money and get top-notch salseros in Puerto Rico, and then they open their mouths and you go, ooh. Why would somebody spend money to record that voice? But now the voice was there to this, and I watched the video. I'm like, wow, this shit is pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I like the way you layered the, you know what I mean, where you were singing and there was shit going on behind that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it was real good stuff. I dig it. It's good. What's next for Don Sonero?
What's next is I'm leaving on tour to Siberia, Paris, Turkey, Holland. What else I'm going? A whole bunch of places, Mexico. And on January the 12th, I'm releasing a DVD of all my music videos, like a short film. What Beyonce just did right now, well, I've recorded 7 music videos, and they all tie together as like a short film.
Okay.
And that'll be out on the 12th of January.
Nice. And it's going to be available where exactly?
It's going to be available on Amazon, iTunes, any place you can download music, it'll be.
What about Rincón Musical? Would it be available there?
Does that still exist?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
It's
over by 149th and 3rd Ave.
I don't really deal with CDs or any DVDs. I'm pure digital. That doesn't really sell anymore.
Okay.
You know?
Well, no, I just want.
Now, when you do your shows, are you giving digital cards? Like,
most of the people who come to my show already have my music, and I do have CDs, and I you can purchase them but after this last batch is done, I'm done with it because I'm getting more downloads than anything, and it's easier to deal with the digital stuff than to carry.
So in other words, if you're gonna basically, I mean, when I do my radio stuff, when I go and do any type of Pat Shannon, I'm always bringing the flash card. Well, here's the music. So now, if you're in a club and a guy comes over and goes, I never heard of you, I want somebody, like, they want them to have the music instantly. Would a download card be the ticket? You know what I mean? Yo, check it out.
Exactly what you do. Yeah, it's something that I supposed to do, but I haven't done it yet because I haven't really had the chance to. You know, like I said, most of the places I played are events already done for.
Because I find, like, again, we go to Walmart. When I first used to go there, I used to get lost in the CD section. They had like 5 rows of CDs, and every week it was down. Now it's a rack. Ain't no CDs. The only people putting
for that.
Who makes money anymore?
Old people. Look for old people and Mexicans.
Old people like Patrick Shannon. Por
No,
Dios,
dead serious.
coño.
I deal with a lot of Mexican people, and I'm not disrespecting them. They still deal with CDs. Like, those are the only people
Like,
putting CDs
I want to know
out.
how Beyonce's gonna make money off her CD.
Being naked. Beyonce, if
She'll
you're listening,
show one of her nipples.
You know why I'm
Beyonce
saying it?
being
You know what I'm
naked.
saying it? Because as soon as her album dropped that night, a mass email. Look, I'm gonna show you. A mass email went out.
Beyonce's new shit.
That's her whole album. I downloaded the shit for free. A mass album to all the DJs.
So I guess she's making her
So
money playing live.
I got her the same day she dropped. At the time that it dropped, maybe an hour later, there was a massive email to all the DJs, and I got her whole album and didn't pay
That's
a
the
dollar.
only way
I didn't
these
pay shit.
artists are gonna make any money, live performances. Because I mean, you can get this music anywhere.
Yeah, but imagine that, you know, for free. I got the whole.
So in other words, it's really, it doesn't pay.
It's all a fucking hype, basically, when it comes to these companies. You know, they put, yeah, Beyonce is popular. Of course, they got the money to get out there, you know. But those people are not making as much money as it seems they're making, you know. They put a lot of fake shit online, and, they, you know, they need to be out there, you know. It's like the art of war. I mean, they got to show off and seem like they're that close or that they're making that much money to continue the popularity. But the truth is that none of those people are selling as much records as they say they are because of the bootleg, you know.
Well, now, I come from the heavy metal underground market, and the thing that I respect about you is, like you said, in the heavy metal market, I could name you 3 bands that have been gigging and touring the world for 20 years that you've never even heard of: Overkill, Biohazard, and Anthrax was big for a while. What it is they got to a point where they were doing everything independent, and they took it to the clubs in the street, and the people that were into that type of music really dug what they were doing, and they just played live, you know. And then, because all the bands like Winger and Warrant that sold these millions of records, the next year they sell 2 million records. The next year they sell 500,000 units, and the record label drops them. But if you're on an independent record label and you sell 100,000 units a year, now it's all about the digital. You know what I mean? And whoever could dominate the digital, I mean, like you said, I'm in the business. I haven't bought a CD.
I feel bad for Sony and a lot of these labels, because what's happening is now there's so many independent artists doing what I do that they don't, I mean, you can make your own money. You don't have to give shit to anybody.
Yep.
I made my money downloading, and everybody thought I was crazy. They're like, it's salsa, yeah, you know something? I'm making money, and I don't have to give anybody anything.
So now when you digitally, do you still think it's good to charge people for the download? Because, I mean, they could, basically, I mean, listen, I'm here. I get a YouTube video, I get it done, and I just take the music off the video to use on my show. So, I mean, if I could do that, I could also do that to listen to it in my car. You know what I mean? I could put it in my MP3 player, and I'm golden. But, I mean, sad thing is, I haven't bought a CD or paid for a download ever. Like, I don't remember ever paying for a download. Are independent artists making their money playing live, or just... Because, I mean, everything's an investment.
It's a combination of both, you know, but for salsa, you have to play live, you know what I'm saying, to make money, especially in this market right now. That's why you have artists like Santa Rosa and Victor Manuel still gigging today in Canario, because they're broke, because they owe so much money to the labels, they can't take that luxury in that time to just back up and just chill, because they don't have it. You know, all this investments that goes into advertisement means that they owe that money. And no matter how much they try to front like they don't, they owe Sony money, just like Michael Jackson owed Sony money.
Now, to explain to people what he's talking about, you get an advance. Like, record labels don't sign you and give you, unless you're Mark Anthony or Romeo that gets a $10 million signing bonus. It's like an athlete. So I'm going to sign Don Sonero today. So I'm going to give him $50,000 up front. That's not a $50,000 paycheck for you to buy clothes. That's an advance on what I think you're going to sell. So now, when you go out and you promote, now I spend $300,000 in promotion. Before he sees a penny of any record sales, I have to make back $350,000. So, like he was saying, so you understand what he's talking about in the music business. All these artists that got this money, it really wasn't paychecks. It was an advance on what we think you're going to sell. And then when you don't sell, because I was with Universal, Estás Enamorada was getting stupid, retarded airplay. And they were trying to tell me they moved like 2,000 units. I said, that's impossible. It's impossible. They were like, well, then you're going to have to hire a lawyer and open your books. I was like, you could keep it. I don't. Then I became the Al Capone of the music business. I started bootlegging my own, like the first 2 CDs. And when I'd go into the little markets where they couldn't get them, I was selling them like, you know what I mean? Because I ain't taking no hit. And, you know, it is what it is. But right now, the independent's the way to go. Because if you could survive without airplay, then you don't need nobody but yourself. I give you
but there's a lot of radio
much
stations,
respect.
You know, out there. You know, there's small internet stations, but they do help a lot. You know, like right now I'm here, and I know, you know, whoever's listening out there, I might find somebody who likes my music, and they become a fan of Don Sonero, you know. And so I rely on internet stations, and I don't rely on Mega. I mean, I don't rely on those stations because I'm not going to pay them when I know for a fact that the artists that are paying to play on these places are not even getting that money back. You know what I'm saying? They're not. The only people who listen to the Omega nowadays are cab drivers, you know, and grandmothers, basically. You know what I'm saying? Kids don't listen to that shit anymore. They listen to their phones. They listen to YouTube. You know, I got kids and they don't, you know.
That's true. My daughter's 14. She's watching YouTube. I'm like, Bridget, do you listen to the radio? She's like,
TuneIn is like the hottest thing right now.
Is it? Yeah. Why? I need to get my own radio station on TuneIn.
Well, you had me off. Yeah, TuneIn.
Oh, wow. I want to get my own radio station.
Yeah, my daughter does the same thing. She's all on
Can you
YouTube.
make, honestly, can you make a Don Sonero?
I thought he was going to say, can you make
a Don Sonero tune-in station where they only hear your music on tune-in? Can he do that?
Yeah.
I guess you
Yeah.
Well, you have to...
24 hours of gut-wrenching
I should
Pat
be telling
Shannon.
people the secrets, but...
How nauseating would that be?
If you're going to make something like running through TuneIn, you would have to buy something through a company like MyStream Server, Shoutcast. You have to buy like a server thing. They have things called clouds. If you don't like the way we have it here, we have a computer that's 24 hours just for that, to play music and to broadcast through the station. If you buy something like a cloud, you can upload your music into the cloud. And then that you register through TuneIn, and it'll play off the cloud.
So now here's,
you know what I'm saying?
my opinion.
I shouldn't be telling people the secrets, but
my thing to him,
whatever.
DJ Cruz put me onto this. Because, like, when people go, oh, you're on the radio? Yeah, I'm on an internet radio station. They go, oh, like, you know, like it's beneath people to be on internet. Meanwhile, there's jackasses doing these little illegal FMs that they're on the air for 6 months. They get caught, and for 2, 3, 4 weeks, they're off. Then they come on under another, you know what I mean? Well, Cruz put me onto this. I think when you're going to really come into your own is when internet radio stations become part of your car stereo. You know what I'm saying?
That's happening already.
Is it really?
That's happening already.
That's getting popular, like in places in towns through, you know, little places that are just broadcasting stuff on the internet.
Right.
People don't give a shit about radio no more, man.
That's true.
Dude, cars now, basically, I mean, if you see how they're making all the hot spots for Wi-Fi, because, I mean, for you to listen to whatever in the car, your car's going to have some type of internet access. But that's already happened. What the hell is that?
I guess.
That's already happening.
That was my penis. It fell out of my underwear and slapped
So,
onto
I mean,
the floor.
as the years go by and people start purchasing these new vehicles, the vehicles that have the access to that, that's what's going to happen. But some way, somehow, FCC is going to want to jump into that because they're going to want to make their money.
The government sucks.
FCC is not going to be able to fuck with Europe, though, because they can't govern Europe.
Can't mess
on the
with
internet
Dominican
level.
Republic either.
Right now in Europe, you can if a DJ
Into the microphone.
music,
Into the microphone.
report it or something, they go to jail.
Really?
Yeah.
Tienes que hablar en el micrófono because it's not picking up.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
They passed a law, I think last year or a few months ago.
In Europe?
In Europe, that DJs cannot bootleg music. They have to download the original track. And if
So
they get caught,
but how are they going to know?
because they show up to the clubs and they find out if you're playing music.
Really?
Why they have nothing better to do? Europe must be.
Europe is a little harder, man.
Yeah, it started. I think Germany is the first.
How many times did you go to Europe, and where in Europe did you perform?
I performed. Germany was one of the first places. Belgium.
Well, now were there Puerto Ricans? Per se, like, okay, let me rephrase that. Were there Latinos in these clubs, or were they just like German dudes with blonde hair and blue eyes?
Everywhere around the world, there's Puerto Rican, Dominicans, just like here. You know, there's communities that that are out there just like it. It looks actually like when I went to England, I was shocked to see people like Puerto Ricans and Afro Americans just look just like us over here, just talk different. Same stores outside and stuff. It was kind of weird. It was like
so they had like English accents, right?
Yeah, with an English accent.
So they were speaking Spanish with English accents?
No, I mean they're
English.
They speak Spanish, but their English is.
They have the English accent.
The English accent.
DJ Eric, take your thumb out of my asshole.
Yeah.
Like Scotland.
But Belgium was a different story. Belgium is just people from there enjoying the music, and it was awesome.
Now that's cool. It's because Indianapolis, I found it was mixed. It was more Mexicans, and they were loving bachata and merengue. And then there was actually like crowds of white people that were kind of like, "Hey, man, can you speak English?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I speak English. I'm Irish." And they were like, "Oh, wow." And then when I got, and you realize, wow, it's so diverse. You know what I mean? And how do you feel about the diversity? Me personally, I dig it. You know what I mean?
I dig it too. I like it. You know, I don't. My music, I want to cater to the world, not just to one, circuit. You know.
I'm digging it. Once again, we are live here at In The Mix Radio, Picante Time with DJ Eric and La Mezcla, DJ Cruz, and Pat Shannon, tu maldito gringo. We are here with our special guest, El Salsero, El Sonero, Don Sonero. Ya tu sabe.
So now, why don't you introduce this song, Yo Soy La Bomba.
This next song is dedicated a la excelencia. It's called Yo Soy La Bomba in A minor. This is my fight song.
This is your fight song?
I better get out of the way then. I don't want to get punched in the eye.
Shut up! You had your finger in my ass!
That is so gay.
Some gay shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, ya llegó la hora de la batalla. Ahora vamos a ver quién da más.
Tú te creías que tú eras la bomba y mira que vino a estallar. A ti te falta lo que a mí me sobra y eso nunca va a cambiar. Tú vives en las nubes, yo firme en la realidad. Mi salsa es de la más dura y tu swing es artificial. Tú no te metas conmigo, lo tuyo es feca y lo mío es real. Tú no te metas conmigo, en mis zapatos tú no puedes caminar. Tú no te metas conmigo. Soy diamante, tú quieres de colina. Está conmigo. Lo que yo traigo es oficial. Eres como el politiquero falso que al pueblo quiere engañar. Hablas de lucha para el latino y nunca has conocido la adversidad. Yo sí conozco lo que es pobreza, lo que es luchar para poner comida en la mesa. Y tú no sabes lo que es caminar por mi calle, es de morir por una vara suelta. Tú no te metas conmigo, con mi lírica te voy a devorar. Tú no te metas conmigo, porque me quieres provocar. Tú no te metas conmigo, si tú perdiste antes de empezar. Tú no te metas conmigo, ahora vamos a ver quién da más.
Toma, garapemos, corazones no sabemos. Te metiste conmigo como si esto fuera un juego tradicional. Lo que fue nuestra amistad, que vos no sabes la cara, me tuviste que testear. ¿Qué da más? Tu arrogancia, mi humildad. Lo mío talento puro no me lo puede quitar. De lo suyo que yo
violento pero seguro. Ahora por ponerse fresco lo voy a tener que aplastar. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Lo mío ya estaba escrito mucho antes de tu estar. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Que lo quiera o no me va a tener que escuchar. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Es imitación, lo mío original. Yo soy la bomba soy ahora yo. Échese pa' un lado que el sonero va a espiral. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Soy su rompecabezas, yo soy original. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Soy el jugador más valorado en este juego musical. La bomba soy yo. Soy mi mitin me puse el mundo a escuchar. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Y nunca lo voy a olvidar. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Sin escuela no puede pelear. Yo soy la bomba soy yo. Antes de tirarte lo debiste de pensar. Oye, esta gente se la quisieron pillar. Y mira quién vino a estallar. ¡Bum! ¿Dónde están? Viajando el mundo entero con permiso de trabajo. Dime dónde estás tú. Por falta de talento se venden barato. Y dime dónde estás tú. A mí no me importa tú. Mi gente como tú. Yo sigo encendido y caliente. Y dime dónde estás tú. Y con la gira paga los biles. Y dime dónde estás tú. Hasta los discos que he aprendido es porque a mí me siguen. Dime dónde estás tú. A mí no me importa tú, ni tú, ni gente como tú, ni 3000 como tú. Sigo encendido y caliente, y dime dónde estás tú. Vámonos, muchachos.
Nos fuimos ahí.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are live a través de In The Mix Radio, Picante Time, DJ Eric en la mezcla, DJ Cruz y tu maldito gringo Patrick Shannon. And you have just listened to another hit song from Don Sonero, our special guest. You can give us a call at 718-705-4959. Y para la gente que está hablando en español mejor, llámanos a 718-705-4959 si quieres hablar con nosotros.
All right. Now, Don Sonero, don't go anywhere because we're going to take a quick little break. All right. And we're going to have DJ Cruz do his Pica Mezcla. But to let everybody know, the Pica Mezcla is brought to you by our sponsor this week.
This segment of Picante Time is sponsored by Dick's. No, not Dick's Sporting Goods, just Dick's. Big Dick's, little Dick's, fat Dick's, sweaty Dick's, smelly Dick's, hairy Dick's, shaved Dick's, big black Dick's, throbby old Dick's, wrinkly Dick's, and of course, small Asian Dick's. Dick's all over the world. And here to tell you more about Dick's is a man who knows all about Dick's.
Hola, yo me llamo DJ Eric en la mezcla, and I'm here to talk to you about a product I've known and loved since I was a little boy, Dick's. That's right, I love them all. Big ones, small ones, sweaty ones, wrinkly ones, old ones, Asian ones, and my personal favorite, big black ones. Sometimes there's nothing more relaxing than waking up with Dick's in your face. So if you haven't had one, you need to run right out and try some Dick's today. I know I have.
Dick's, a proud sponsor of Picante Time. Also try these other products from Dick's. Dick cheese and Dick weed for the Dick lover in you.
In the mix. In the mix.
¿Qué tal, mi gente? Soy Amalfi de la banda de Ataque y vamos a disfrutar del monstruo DJ Cruz. Claro, tonto. Vas a continuo, mano.
Esa muchacha a mí me tiene enchulado. Esa muchacha a mí me tiene enchulado. Cuando me prepara ese bacalao. Cuando me prepara ese bacalao. De Judy, de Ramona, de María. No me incomoda. Saladito, fresquecito, sabrosito. Lo tiene saladito y bien fresquecito. Lo tiene saladito y bien fresquecito.
DJ Cruz está en la mezcla, la mezcla, la mezcla. Dámelo, papi. You're listening to the hot sounds of DJ Cruz. Ay, papi.
Si tú quieres ver lo que es un mangú, si tú quieres ver lo que es un mangú, sígueme los pasos, vamos por Cibao, sígueme los pasos, vamos por Cibao, yuca. Yo soy loco con mi yuca. Yo soy loco con mi yuca. De nochecita, de tardecita. Yo soy loco con mi yuca. Yo soy loco con mi yuca. A ti te gusta, a ti te gusta tu plátano bastao. A ti te gusta, a ti te gusta. Y me voy por Cibao, vamos yo. Trae la saque, vamos a sembrar.
Yo fui a comer a la casa de mi suegra. Yo fui a comer a la casa de mi suegra. Porque me invitaron a tremenda cena. Porque me invitaron a tremenda cena. Nos sentamos todos en el comedor. Nos sentamos todos en el comedor. Para romper el silencio, mi suegro me preguntó. Para romper el silencio, él me preguntó: ¿a ti te gusta el pollo? ¿Te gusta el pollo? ¿Te gusta el pollo? ¿Te gusta el pollo? ¿A ti te gusta el pollo? ¿Te gusta el pollo? ¿Te gusta el pollo? ¿Te gusta el pollo? Pues comete este cocote, este cocote, este cocote, este cocote. Pues comete este cocote, este cocote, este cocote, este cocote. Con todo y cuero. Hoy se ve. vayan a dar, que me lo den en vida, que me lo den, que me lo den, que me lo den en vida, que me lo den, que me lo den, que me lo den en vida. Si algún reconocimiento mañana me piensan dar, ay, si creen que me lo merezco, ¿por qué no dármelo ya? Bendito, no esperen que yo me muera para ir al campo santo a decir que bueno era, ese hombre sí que era un santo. Y por eso lo que me vayan a dar, que me lo den en vida, que me lo den, que me lo den, que me lo den, que me lo den en vida, que me lo den, me lo den, me lo den, que me lo den en vida. Me enamoré de ti, me ilusioné y no es raro, estas cosas siempre pasan. Yeah. Cuando recé tus labios por primera vez, cambiaste mi vida por completo. Contigo aprendí a amar y mucho más. Fue demasiado, demasiado amor. Cuando me dijiste ámame, no me olvidaré jamás de todo lo que vivimos allá en aquel lugar. Amor, volverás, volverás, yo sé que volverás. Me cuesta vivir sin ti, siento que tienes mi otra mitad. ¿Por qué pelear y por qué discutir? Tonta, te amo. Y si fui yo, perdóname.
DJ Cruz está en la mezcla, la mezcla, la mezcla. Dámelo, papi.
Mira mis manos, tiemblan así por ti. Sé que tiemblas por mí. Siento el encanto de una noche entre tus brazos. Ven y dame al fin de tu amor, de tu corazón, que ya es hora de ser feliz. Mira mis ojos, brillan así por ti. Te deseo a morir. Mira la gente, mira la gran ciudad. Se detienen por ti y por mí. Si nos ven besar, sonriendo dirán que par de locos. Darme un beso así es ir al paraíso. Es casi un hechizo. Darme un beso así me llena de calma, me llega hasta el alma.
Ya llegué. Don Sonero ha llegado aquí a cantar la salsa dura que te pone a ti a gozar, con sentimiento y un carisma sin igual. De Nueva York pa'l mundo entero vine a grande inspiración. Junto a Celia, Pirel, Condencia y Sabor. Y ahora me ha tocado representar al mundo entero. La salsa no morirá, aún sigue viva y le doy gracias a Dios que la bandera ahora la cargo yo. Se lo dije. Qué orgulloso me siento y contento yo estoy representando a mi escuela. De la salsa lo mejor. Guapea Jimmy Bosch. La cosa. Orgulloso me siento y contento yo estoy representando a mi escuela. De la salsa lo mejor. Don Sonero llegó, óyelo cantar. Yo llegué para quedarme y hoy les canto con empeño. No ha sido fácil, pero logré mis sueños. Llegó, óyelo cantar. Me acuerdo cuando un chamaquito las canciones de Rubén Blades. Hoy soy cosecha de lo que sembró. Llegó, óyelo cantando. Óyeme cantando, improvisando al público, alegrando al mundo entero con mi canto. Llegó, óyelo cantando. Siento una voz que me dice: Don Sonero, tu tiempo llegó.
cuando canto lo que dicen. Una nalgada en el culo, ella grita.
You see your body got a reference on. Let me for Harlow, San Juan, Bayamón.
Son del campo, Santiago, tabaco y ron. Allá en Puerto Rico con Bacardi y limón.
And this is all that, and you can tell Spanky on it. The remix to the remix with Yankee on it.
Esto es un mofongo, un chimi con nori on it. Un reggaetón con Zen Star and Big Mato on it.
You're listening to the hot sounds of DJ Cruz. Ay, papi.
Bueno. Eso fue la pica mezcla aquí en InTheMixRadio.com. It is 9:32 in the evening here on a Sunday, beautiful Sunday evening, here en el capital del mundo, New York City. Don Sonero.
Dímelo.
Porque ha llegado Don Sonero con eso de esa canción que dice así, todo se ha ido. Is that the one that you were talking about, the Mark Anthony thing?
No, that was Mala.
That's Mala.
Oh, that's
Pay
Mala.
attention, guy.
But you got to watch the video for Mala.
All right.
Jeez.
All right. So wait a minute. Todo se ha ido is the one that you actually like, right, Pat?
Yes.
All right. So let's try the track. Todo se ha ido. Talk to us about that track. Todo se ha ido. How did that track come to be about?
That track was written because I messed up.
How did you mess up?
Listen to the song, listen to the story.
Oh, man. So they got to wait and listen to the song and the story.
It's always good to do your research before a guest comes in here. At least I can tell you I saw them. I explained to him pieces and bits of the video. He was like, oh, yeah. But you were like, so
well,
what's the song
okay,
about?
but
try listening to it before
listen, maybe the other people that are watching the show haven't had a chance to watch the
Well, it's
video.
your job to present it to them.
Right, but see, maybe they want to hear it and see it too, rat bastard.
Wow.
Huh? Okay?
Wow.
Okay? You son of a bitch.
Unbelievable.
So, Don Sonero, what do you think about the chemistry here at the studio?
I love it, man. I'm having fun.
Because, you
Good
know,
time.
this is how we do every Sunday night, man. You know, we go at it back and forth.
Nice.
Although she wins most of the time, but, you know, it's all right.
Wow, what the hell, Mala?
Caballero.
And he wrote it about Pat Shannon, Mala.
Caballero.
Viejo cabrón.
We got 9:34 for the people listening to us on the TuneIn app. Picante time here at In The Mix Radio with your host, DJ Eric Lamezcla, the Chief Executive Officer of In The Mix Radio, DJ Cruz, y tu maldito gringo, Patrick Shannon, with our special guest,
son of a bitch.
Don Sonero.
All right. So let's go with the song Todo se ha ido.
Palabras para componer esta canción. Desde que te fuiste, murió mi inspiración. Sé que soy culpable y que tienes toda la razón. Fueron muchas veces que herí tu corazón. Dime qué hago para volverte a conquistar. ¿Qué tengo que hacer para tu corazón remendar? Dices que no me puedes perdonar, pero no quiero aceptar la realidad. Y cómo duele saber que ya no está. Sufro al ver que otro sea dueño de tu dulce amor. Revienta mi pecho al sentir el desprecio de tu corazón. Qué tonto fui por caer en la tentación y dejarme consumir por una vana ilusión. Yo no te olvido, por más que intento no lo consigo. Soy un cobarde y no merezco estar contigo. Tu recuerdo es mi mayor castigo y ver a otro compartir tu destino. Perdí lo de mi vida, lo más querido. Todo se ha ido. El aroma de tu cuerpo en mi cama, tu sonrisa en cada mañana, tus caricias en mi espalda. Todo se ha ido por el delito que yo he cometido y ya no quieres volver más conmigo y ya lo nuestro ya está escrito. Todo se ha ido y la verdad es que yo te necesito para llenar este gran vacío. Vivo mi vida arrepentido. Todo se ha ido. Dímelo. Todo se ha ido, pero sigue tu recuerdo vivo. Te busco, te llamo, pero te me escondes y no me respondes. Y nada que yo haga puede cambiar lo que has decidido. Todo se ha ido, pero sigue tu recuerdo vivo. Y por más que trate de continuar, todavía sigo vacío y herido, perdido y sin tu amor. Todo se ha ido, pero sigue tu recuerdo vivo. Sigue tu recuerdo dentro de mi alma. Extraño tus caricias, que eso me hace perder la calma. Compartidos, no te olvido. Yo no lo puedo olvidar, pero sí, pues se han convertido, no te olvido, en pesadillas y cruel castigo, pero sí, yo que he merecido, no te olvido. El saber no me da alivio, pero sí, y no piensa imaginar, no te olvido, que otro sea tu destino, pero sí, y yo solo sin tu amor, no te olvido. Lamentando lo que he perdido, pero todo se ha ido, todo se ha ido. El aroma de tu cuerpo en mi cama, tu sonrisa en cada mañana.
Wow.
There you go.
Deep. Oye, Don Sonero, there's somebody that actually told me to give you a special shout out. His name is DJ Make.
Saludo.
That's Make Mula?
Yep, Make Mula.
So Mula.
Yeah, well.
I said what's up.
All right, definitely. And so that was Todo Se Ha Ido. And Pat's one of Pat's favorite songs from that CD.
Yeah, I dig it.
Is Mala. Now, Pat, I gotta ask you why.
Go ahead, sir.
Why?
Because it's about Mark Anthony and J-Lo.
Yeah, but that was before you
Pay
found
attention.
that out. That's before you found out.
You guys ever heard of Flaco Navaja?
Well,
yes.
Well, he's a comedian before, right? Yeah, well, he's the guy I used on the video because I think he looks a little like Mark Anthony. So I spoke to Flaco Navaja. I said, Flaco, you know what happened to Mark, right, and J-Lo? That's when they broke up. So we came up with this story and we recorded it at Hunts Point. You know, but you got to look at the video to check out what happened.
To get the full scoop of it.
Yep.
Okay. ¿Cómo fue? Espérate, pero coge ese micrófono que está ahí. No. ¿Qué pasa?
He just...
Tú, no, pero coge el micrófono. El micrófono no te va a morder, cógelo nomás.
Tienen que ver el video porque es la pura verdad lo que pasó con Mark Anthony y J-Lo. Y bueno que está.
Ah, ok.
Gracias.
De nada.
I think Flaco Navaja did a good
job.
Okay.
Check it out.
You know.
I'm gonna try to get your video real quick so we can play.
We did our best to make Flaco look like Mark Anthony and stuff.
That was that one.
You know, you made a mistake because you could have got DJ Eric to play J-Lo.
Oh, God,
He's
yeah,
into
right,
shit like that, trust me.
Right, okay. You know what, Pat?
Yes, sir.
Pat, you know what?
Wildcard mini flip USB business card.
Fuck you, asshole.
Okay. Big shout out to DJ Coqui.
Oh, he logged in finally? Big. It's my man Daniel from freaking...
You were going to call him gay too, weren't you?
No.
Yes, you were.
Saludo a toda la gente que está escuchando en Indianapolis. Oh, just got a text message from somebody. Here it is.
Yeah. ¿Quién te manda? Desgraciado. Yes. And so, you know, Pat always...
¿De qué estás hablando, maricón?
Oh,
that's
on,
Pat.
come on.
That's Pat.
What's the name of that song?
Mala.
So now, we're obviously going to encode the video now.
Yes. So
I'm going to do it off of my laptop real quick.
All right. So we're going to continue on. What is next for Don Sonero? What do we got? You know what I mean? Like...
Black and white?
Oh, better yet, we asked that question already. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I have no clue. I hope I'm alive. That's all I just know that I'm alive now. I'm having a good time now. Hopefully I'll open my eyes tomorrow.
Living day by day, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's fair enough. At least he's honest about it.
I'm hoping to be, touring and have more popularity. Not that I care about fame, but I just care about people listening to my music and getting my artwork out.
Is that the one?
Yes. That's the Mark Anthony J-Lo video.
We're going to have to talk to Flaco over here. We're going to have to call him up.
Call Flaco Navaja.
Matter of fact, you don't... That's a...
Wow, what are you...
Call him up. After the video, we're going to call him up. I'll call him up. We're going to call him live, too. See if he picks up. He's around. He's awake right now, right?
He's probably have a hangover right now, but he's okay.
Ay, Dios mío. But yeah, so we're going to be playing the video to Mala from Don Sonero. And we're just waiting to encode it from the Cheo. And so now, Don Sonero, I'm pretty sure that there are things in in your musical career that you haven't reached, goals, and what goals have you set for yourself that you want to reach? May it be performing with someone that you haven't performed with yet, maybe, or to, just in general, probably someplace you've wanted to go, a physical country, that you haven't gone to?
Well, I want to go to Cuba.
Really?
I've never been to Cuba, so I'm...
Well, now's a good time.
So I'm definitely...
Fidel ain't around.
Se le venció su calendario.
Así mismo fue.
Como los Mayan.
Oh, God. Oh, well, see, at least, I'm sorry to cut you off, pero mira, DJ Coqui actually also knows him as the Jar of Mayo.
Wow.
If you look
such
in the
anger towards Pat Shannon. I don't understand.
Because you're such a lovable kind of guy.
That I am. We got 9:44. We are live at In the Mix Radio, baby.
That's why you're the human jar of mayonnaise.
This is true.
Yeah, the human bottle of whiteout.
This is true.
The human cloud.
And for all you ladies out there, you can't stop the Pat Shannon mojo.
The white cloud.
¡Viejo cabrón!
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Te quedas calladito, viejo maricón.
Now, are we sticking in the salsa line, the sonero line? And do you freestyle in every show? Are you like?
Not really, man. I mean, on Omega I freestyled once. You know, that's about it.
What I'm pretty sure you're talking about.
Yeah, like when you're playing
performing
the salsa,
performing
like,
live.
When you perform, you're always doing the sonero thing. You're always kind of
it's
like
always,
off the top of your head. So like the band will go into a mambo, and then you just kind of.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's what I like to do. That's basically, you know, it's fun to be able to improvise with the rhythm, and you know, it's a challenge at the same time to, you know, as you go and create. I try to do scales and contraclave stuff, you know, against the time, and you just, you know. Just to experiment.
Okay, so now how about giving us a taste of that freestyle right now?
Dame un coro, que lo que pasa. Es el coro.
Why does everybody goes coro? Look at me, you were a corista too, Eric.
Yeah, but see, but you're the lead corista here. Dale,
man.
chico, desgraciado.
Come on, I'm not a sonero.
They gotta go to the show. They gotta see it.
Yeah, stop looking at me, bro.
Ask Victor Manuel.
Whoa.
Lo tumbaste rápido, ¿eh?
Oh, Victor Manuel, of course.
Does
he knows what's up.
Is he a sonero?
Yes, he is.
Is he a sonero? He can.
Him, Gilberto, José Alberto, Maus Peña, Cano Estremera, Lalo, to a certain extent, in my opinion. Because I really don't view him as a sonero.
I don't know, because Cano Estremera told him.
No, Lalo Rodríguez, I'm talking about.
Soneos están escritos.
For Cano Estremera, no.
Yeah, it's all
Yo soy tu maldito gringo.
Oh, yeah.
Aquí para sonero. Ya tú sabes, mi gente.
I can play just like the salsa.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
All right, go ahead.
All right, we'll do it.
All right, hold on.
I'm not gonna. There you go.
Este es para Víctor Manuel, espérate.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Óyeme, Víctor. Todos los fecas por allá afuera. Ya tú sabes lo que hay, Don Sonero, lo que hay, lo que viene este año. Esto está fresco. Ok, dice así. Mi gente, el más pesado de la generación urbana. A Don Sonero nadie le toca campanas. Intelectual los 7 días de la semana. Este fuego ni el diablo le apaga las llamas. Como los mayas se le venció su calendario. Después de esta canción yo sería legendario. Y eso es como rapeando, mi gente. Cuidado que no tengo el coro para vacilar.
Víctor, huele bicho. Víctor, huele bicho.
Víctor, yo no quise que esto sucediera, pero carajo, tú eres la feca.
Huele bicho. Víctor, huele bicho.
Yo no
Víctor.
soy el que estoy cantando el coro, porque yo no hablo malo. Y no es que quiera decirle a la gente que soy un santo.
Vete pa' la mierda. Víctor, huele bicho.
Ay, Dios mío, Víctor Manuel. Yo no quise que esto sucediera. Pero a Relentless y toda esa gente yo lo mando pa' afuera.
Coño, mala suerte. Víctor, huele bicho. Coñazo.
¿Qué pasa, Víctor? Pues estás robando.
Sí, señor. Ya tú sabes.
Oh, God.
Yo, even the freaking... Ese maldito gringo es un sonero también. Ya tú sabes.
Ay. That was funny.
Now, I'm sure there's people listening saying, "Oh, what did he? You know what I mean? What did he do that would make you come out at him? Is it because he's like one of the big guys and it's always good to knock the champion out, or?"
He's not a champion to me, you know what I'm saying? I already whooped his ass on stage. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I mean, he's a sonero, but he's a one-sided sonero. That's what I call him. He knows one scale, and he stays on the same, and he can't flip it on the clave. He can't do melodies. I mean, he's a commercial type of cat, which is fine, you know what I'm saying, if you want to go that route, but he's not on my level. And I've been on stages with him, and the crowd saw it, you know.
Now, does it offend you? Like, okay, like in the rap game, when people put certain titles on him and you go, like, when he says El Sonero de la Juventud, does that bother you?
He's over 40 years already. Once
he's like 42, 43.
He should be catering to a, you know, he should do the transition like Santa Rosa. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to go imitate Don Sonero. I mean, you can listen to his song. You know that song that he got on the radio?
Which one?
Ella lo que quiere salsa.
Right.
Basically, he took my album, him and his people, listened to my tracks, and I have a song, Dime si tú quieres salsa, and another track called Todas las Mujeres, and they pieced it together. I mean, you tell me.
But wait a minute. You stole that from DJ Eric. Dime si tú quieres pinga. See? You stole this shit. Sorry, it's always...
No, you're talking about Victor Manuel and that.
Oh, okay, sorry. But want to know something?
Dime si tú quieres salsa, and which is the other one that you said?
Todas las Mujeres. Now, if you listen to both those songs, I'm just saying, I'm not the one... I mean, people on Facebook and on the social media was like, yo, I don't know, but this guy looks like he's been looking at Don Sonero. And it's actually true, because his manager... Jose, whatever the hell his name is, Diaz. He just got locked up, by the way. He's in jail, I think, in Ecuador for.
Really?
Yeah, he got locked up. That's why they quiet.
Touching kids? What did he get locked up for?
No, he got, like I told you, they borrowed a lot of money from Sony to compete with Don Sonero, and they dropped the video, stole, ideas from my album, and what happened was they couldn't pay Sony back, so he had to go do something out in Colombia, and he got caught.
Wow.
Federal Papa.
I have Todas las Mujeres. And that was a news update.
That's a news update because
Eric got locked up in Thailand for messing with little naked Chinese kids. Cost DJ Cruz big money to bail his ass out. But wow, man, that's...
I gotta say, this show is definitely like the Howard Stern show.
See now, the thing is,
where the chicks though, naked chicks.
I'm refreshed by this. Because you can absolutely tell that this man here isn't... we get so many artists that come in, and again, I'm beyond the politically correct days. I'm going to tell you, if you ask me a question, I'm going to ask you. Like, when I do my thing, people ask me questions, I go, hold on a minute. Do you want me to tell you how I honestly feel? Do you want me to tell you what you want to hear? And it's refreshing to hear you talk all the nasty shit that nobody understands in this business.
Or wants to actually put to the forefront and make it known. Because a lot of people tend to keep it behind closed doors and don't want to let it out to the general public to know.
Because they're scared. They think they're going to get on a blacklist or something. And what I told them, I said, yeah, they try to put me on a blacklist, but because of my talent, they couldn't handle me. You know what I'm saying?
Because there was merengueros in the day that would pay clubs not like to have other merengue bands there. I mean, it was like, you sit and you go, what? And a merengue artist will go up and say, listen, if you book this guy, I'll never do your club again.
Oh, yeah, I think I know who that merengue is.
See, unfortunately, I won't say his name because the dude's a friend of mine. He never did nothing to me, but...
Well, he ain't a friend of mine. I could say his name.
You do whatever you want, but I mean...
Mr. Raul Acosta, you on point, Mr. Oro Sólido.
No, these are things that I heard. He never did anything to me. The dude's been nothing but friendly and cool with me, even when I met him in DR last year. So, I got no beef with him, but I mean, these are things that I heard.
He used to pay for people not to play.
Yes.
Let's say,
so you know about it too then, right?
So, like,
it's obvious.
It would be like if I was in competition with Don Sonero, and I was big time, and DJ Cruz had a club, Zapatitos, and you were going to put Don Sonero. And I go up to you and go, listen, brother, if you put him in this club, I ain't ever going to play you. Listen, take DJ Eric's band, and I'll give you a better price than him.
Why would he do that? Like, when...
Because he just wants to corner the market. And
but at one point when his group was out, he was the hottest group out. He was the hardest dude to follow. If you went on after him, you were fucked.
Because my man had radio hits. I did festivals with him where I would come on first. It was like me, Oro Sólido, and then you had like Lo Toro Band, and even Lo Toro, like Hector Acosta sang his ass off.
No, they couldn't follow him.
But when Raul Acosta came on, because he would tell me, oh, Pat, watch this. My man got some hits on the radio. I'm going to play only my hits tonight. And he'd do freaking 6 straight songs, one without the other, without stopping. And the crowd knew every damn song because every song was on the radio.
That dude was
you
a
can't
monster.
follow that shit.
Yeah.
When he would get on stage and do the Tanguita Roja, it was a rap. You remember girls would get on stage and they would throw in shit and whatever.
They'd be showing that
he was killing. So I don't understand why he would pay for people not to play in the same spot when he was murdering them already without having
the president.
That shit makes no sense.
I don't know, but like I said, I've heard a lot of different like nasty guys. Okay. I have friends of mine that were in the radio business that we go up to, and they had major league artists to go up to them to give them their little gift. And the guy would call them back and say, oh, man, Sony gave me a bigger gift. And they'd come back and go back and say, wow, Sony tripled your gift. Well, I need to take my gift back and put it in my pocket and go. because I don't have that kind of loot. You know what I mean? I'm a small Dominican independent record label here. We got a distributing deal, but these people are just printing our CDs for, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when the whole music business, ain't nobody from the neighborhood play. You used to hear, man, when it was up here, you used to hear bands all from New York City, La Banda Loca, all these bands, you know what I mean? From New York, Salseros, you had George Amon, you had Luis Damon doing their thing, you had all these, you know, and now, you don't hear nothing.
If you actually go to my friend Anthony Rivera's page, he actually just changed his profile picture to the one that you guys took at the club.
Oh, cool.
Que el tipo está loco con la música tuya. That's what I gotta tell you, man.
Alright.
Pero no, it's no homo, pero que it's not like he's gonna throw his pink thong at you or anything like that. It's not like that though. I'm speaking on his behalf though. I'm just saying.
Nah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I mean, this is what I need as an artist, you know, for people to. I mean, I'm not gonna pay to get on any radio station, but I am gonna dominate this with videos, and trust me, I am. It's called paying advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're gonna do when I start paying advertisement on all my videos. Imagine 10 videos with $20,000 of advertisement. Now you tell me, could Mark Anthony do 3 or 4 videos? Yes, he could, but he's gonna owe money for it. You know what I'm saying? Because the people he got to work with, they have to at least dish out 100 G's to fuck with me. You understand? And with the people in my camp, because all I mess with is directors that are professional. I've been in the film industry aside of this.
Right.
My best friend, he's a director and he's worked on film. Now we own a film company. And we professional. I mean, I don't deal with regular people when it comes to that. Even in the music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But in the film world, Carlos Javier and all the guys who are in my circuit, these are the new up-and-coming directors, and they're getting recognized.
Right.
You can go on Being Latino and check out, you know, all these guys. It's a community of Latinos.
Mark Anthony would have to get $100,000 to fuck with Don Sonero. I got to be honest, to fuck DJ Eric, you need about a quarter and a soda pop. I'm just saying. Sorry. Now wait, I gotta apologize to my father for using the F word.
Everything is in-house, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard for them to. I mean, I look at their videos; they got good quality. Of course, they got the money, but it's not about the quality; it's how you tell a story.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, again, my video cost me $100, and the shit did its job. I mean, Universal did the Estás Enamorada video, and I couldn't say I wasn't allowed to give my opinion. I wasn't allowed, and they dropped like $35,000 on this shit, and I'm looking at them like $35,000. Please.
Now, changing the topic about videos and all of that, what do you think about the talent of again another sonero, Domingo Quiñones?
Domingo Quiñones is an awesome singer, or was an awesome singer.
Why he was?
Because due to drugs and bad habits, he's lost it, you know, and it's a fact. You can see it on stages. Look, also Anthony Cruz. All these guys abuse their vocal cords to a point where you can't fix it.
Pero Anthony Cruz, as far as I know, I've never seen him to be a sonero though.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is that the vocals.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are no longer good enough to sustain the amount of technique and phrasing you need to be a sonero. I mean, you have to phrase on and play with the clave. That's not an easy thing. It took me a long time to even, to get it. You know, like practice. So imagine these guys who were already at the top of the game lost it, and to get that back is not easy, because it's not. Okay. I mean, even if you're an opera singer and you don't practice, your voice is not going to be on point. It's the same thing with a sonero. If you don't practice your vocabulary, your phrasing, your clave, you're not gonna stay here. You know, the best sonero for me is Gilberto Santa Rosa. Right now, there's no one on his level when it comes to his professionalism, his music, and if there is out there, they're not known. And I only know one other, and his name is Cándido Fabre, which is from Cuba. He doesn't have a bright voice or anything, but this guy's just a gifted sonero where he can improv stuff like so beautifully and rhymed and rhythmically on point, you know? Okay. And also the meaning sonero, it's not really about a person who battles. You know, that became popular here with the Puerto Ricans in the 70s, where they started using the sonero term as a battling. A sonero is anyone who plays Cuban music. If it's a trumpet player, a guitar player, a pianist, you're called a sonero. When you came here to New York and to Puerto Rico, they changed the meaning, but that's not what a sonero is. A person who improvises is a pregonero. I'm a sonero, and I my name is basically a tribute to the Cuban music, to the root of what you know, where our music comes from. You know, el son cubano. That's the you know, a little clave, a bongo, maybe a trumpet or tres, and that's the music that's the root of our music. And along the way, we've lost it. We're trying to commercialize the music, you know, which is fine. We have to keep going, of course. You have to evolve. You can't stay in the same spot. But they try to deny where that music comes from.
Okay.
And there's tons of bands here. I mean, from the 70s, that all they've done is steal music from these people, you know. And that's why I named myself Don Sonero, just to represent and show that I still have culture and I still remember where this music is from. Although I'm crossing towards another place, you know.
Right. See, at least now we know that part, because the whole time through I'm thinking about you wanted to go to Cuba and stuff like that. I'm over here thinking era porque querías los cigarros, you know. I was about to say, yo, hook me up with a cigar, bro.
Son las mujeres.
Oh, okay, eso también. Okay. All right. Well, here comes the video, as promised. So, guys, don't go anywhere. This is the video of Don Sonero, and I believe it's Mala, if I'm not mistaken, that you saw. So that was that one? Was that the one?
Oh, I didn't see it.
The one that he had showed you to that video?
No, yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Take a look.
Mírame a la cara, dime lo que sientes. Yo veo en tus ojos un alma que miente. Si nunca me quisiste, ¿por qué finges cariño? Y me tratas como si yo fuera un niño. Déjame partir, si lo nuestro no te importa. Así no se puede vivir, mira que la vida es corta. Por mi buena bondad, mira con qué me pagas. Ahora no puedes ni mirarme en la cara. Ay, mala. Tus hechos son de una mujer mala, que no tiene corazón. No dejas que el amor abra la sala. Mala. Lo haces sin compasión. Mala. Eres una serpiente disfrazada y lo haces como una mala jugada. Tú siempre has sido mala, mintiéndome en la cara. Tú no tienes corazón, no sientes compasión, serpiente disfrazada. Tú siempre has sido mala, mintiéndome en la cara. Tanto que yo te adoraba y cuando menos lo esperaba, la puñalada en la espalda. Mala. Tú siempre has sido mala, mintiéndome en la cara. ¿Cómo puede ser posible que tú seas así, tan fría, tan ingrata, por poco me matas? Tú siempre has sido mala, mintiéndome en la cara. Pero pronto llegará el día que te haga falta y esa será mi venganza.
Tan bueno que yo era contigo.
Esa será mi venganza.
Tú siempre has sido mala, pero un día la
Esa
pagarás.
será mi venganza. Mamá me lo decía que tuviera cuidado contigo. Siempre has sido mala. Pero estaba enamorado, ilusionado, bien entregado con tu cariño. No le hice caso y al fin todo terminó en fracaso. Chabela, se te acabó esta novela. Pa' afuera, pa' la calle. Que tú no vales nada. Díselo de aquí. Que tú no vales nada. 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 Mala.
Oye, pero ven acá. Oh, wait.
So now,
Go ahead.
hit the earphones. It's safe to say that Mark is not going to be inviting you on tour anytime soon, correct? Nor is Victor Manuel. But you'll always have a place in my heart, sir. So you don't have to worry about those guys. Jeez. See, I told you, this show was good.
They love me.
I'm sure.
They're used to me.
But the beautiful thing is, you don't care. Because we got people that come in here and actually, like, they kiss other people's asses. And it's for no reason, because ain't nobody helping nobody in this industry. You know what I mean?
They're not gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? If they were gonna help anybody, this genre would have been at somewhere else right now.
Mhm.
They would have opened labels like Jay-Z does and all these guys, Eminem, and they would have promoted these artists. But they don't. They want it all for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, final words, consejo para la juventud.
Estudia, trabaja.
There you go.
That's it. That's all it needs.
And Eric's final words is, don't look for little Chinese boys in Thailand. It can get you in some trouble.
Fuck you, asshole.
But, yeah, man, I mean, I want to personally thank you for coming in here. You've inspired me for the night. You've inspired me to realize that, you know what? I can still do what I got to do.
Yeah, you
and
do,
still make
as
my
long as
music.
You're alive and you're happy. I mean, I don't care if I get radio play or not. The only thing that I want is to be able to express myself, and sing. That's what I fight for, to continue to be able to go on a stage and sing, because that's what I like to do.
Right.
And when they try to take that away from me, because they did try. They try to blackball me, and all those people are part of it. Victor Manuel, Relentless, and they know it. And you guys didn't let me sing at the Grammys. There's a reason for that. I sang all over on tour with you guys on this tour. When we got to the Grammy, everybody else sang but me. That tells me I'm better than every single person you had on that stage, because if you didn't want me to open my mouth, it's for a reason. There's industry people there that were going to see who, Don Sonero. But I don't need you. I really don't, man. I'm happy where I am in life, and I'm not sad. I've never been sad. I never try to be a superstar, and I just want to continue to put my artwork out there. And before I leave, I want to say that I start filming a movie in January when I get back from my European tour with Grammy-nominated New Swing Sextet. I'll start filming my first film. I've done off-Broadway stuff, theater, and now I'm going towards the film, because I think I have enough material and enough stuff to put out there. And it's not about money, man. You put your talent out there and you keep fighting for what you believe in, and even if you don't get there, man, at least you tried and you have that inside your heart.
Right,
You're
right.
like, I did it.
It's better to have tried and failed than never have tried at all.
Right.
Because what is failure? Because, technically, people look at me as, oh, wow, this guy failed in the music business. I've had people say, oh, man, you were a failure in the music business. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I love what I do.
But because people are so involved in the hype and all the fakeness that they put on TV, like, oh, this, look, come on. Miley Cyrus, why the hell does the news have to give that girl so much attention? It's just so obvious. It's paid for. It's an advertisement. When there's so much shit going on all over the world, kids dying, wars going on, and you're gonna give this girl that much attention? Why? Because all we worry about is this.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, because politically speaking, what I started doing was study. I'm unemployed, so you study the news. Whatever newscast you watch, whatever channel, you could tell who's funding them behind it. You got the pro-Obamacare people, then the non-pro-Obamacare people. You got your pro-Republicans, you this. Meanwhile, this is supposed to be a free state. This pastor, Luis Delgado, wanted to run for mayor here. And I've watched the debate. I wanted to hear the man speak. I saw him a few times. I was like, oh, the brother got no money, but he's got support. He wasn't even in the debate. You know what I mean? I'll be honest, man. I stopped voting like 13 years ago because I don't want to choose the lesser of two assholes. I want to choose the guy I want to win. You know what I mean? And if you don't even let the man debate, then why do I need to be part of this process? So it's the same thing with the music. As for me, I'm refreshed. You kept it real in the music business, and there should be more guys like you that care more about the talent and the art of music instead of being the next freaking talentless pile of shit who's selling 1 million records. So from I consider myself a real artist because I can actually sing. You know what I mean? I always felt I did things. So from all the real artists out there, not saying I'm the mouthpiece of them, but keep doing your thing, man. I really appreciate, not only appreciate, but I have a deep respect for what you're doing.
Same here, same here.
Thank you, and I appreciate you guys bringing me to your show, man. I mean, it was an honor to be here. Definitely crazy. Definitely Picante.
Definitely be back again?
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that is?
That would be a show, man. Don Sonero, right here in the Mix Radio. Support, love them. Last time. Tell everybody where they can get your music, find your stuff, iTunes, Apple, this, that, and the other. Do it all.
You can go on iTunes, cdbaby.com, Amazon. You can go to my website, donsonero.com, and also download it from there. You can download it from Facebook. You can find my music anywhere. You can just Google Don Sonero, and also check out my new video, my ballad, Todo Se Ha Ido. It's a really cool tune, and come check me out on my pages.
And also a phone number to get in contact with you if they need to get in contact with you for any bookings.
You can go to donsonerobookings.com if you want to book me for an event or for anything.
Okay. All right. Well, once again, thank you for stopping by to Picante Time, Don Sonero. We wish you much success, and yes, you will be on regular rotation here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Guys.
And that's for definite. You're going to be hearing us, even on the cell phones. So you can hear wherever you're at around the world. You'll be able to hear your song being played here on the show, at the studio here. Also, there's a Ecuatoriana. Her name is Lupe. She says for me to tell you hello.
Hello, Lupe.
All right.
Till I say hello.
All right. Well, she's actually, I think she's watching, but she was having problems logging into the chat room, which is what I've been hearing from a lot of people, that they've been having a problem logging into the chat room.
Daniel Alcoqui told me that too.
Yeah. So, all right. Good night, New Rochelle.
That's all, folks.